Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you Thursday, April the 2nd. The year is 2020. Let's talk trading, counting pips, and I've got Walmall on the line.
Hello, fellow traders. I hope you're all doing well and you're profitable today and this month so far.
Okay, now let me just go over the disclaimer. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and Walmall's. Trading is extremely risky. You can lose all of your money. If you need trading, investment, or financial advice, seek the advice of an accredited financial professional. And once again, if you win, it's luck. If you lose and lose small within your risk tolerance, that's skill. If you lose big, then you're just not trading very well. And let's see, we've got the weekly chart here. You can see the euro is 30 pips off the low. And speaking of that, I've got a couple of new toys that I've worked on. I've got what I call now the Smart Rat Zone. It's going to be a new 2020 indicator. Probably not go out in this batch coming up, but the next batch I'm going to test it out. And what it does is it determines where the rat zone should be. Before, you'd have to run the frequency distribution and figure it out. So what I did was, in this example here on the Smart Rat Zone, we take the last 250 bars. That's 50 weeks of trading, okay? And I compute close minus low and then the high minus the close. And I put the data in an array and I sort it. And so what you do is you come in and you tell the indicator what percentage. So if you want 20% of those bars to be within the rat zone, or 20% of the close minus low to be in the rat zone, and 80% to be above it, here, the green rat zone, you put in 20. And then it works the same on the other side. So you can see here the upper rat zone is 10 pips, but the lower rat zone's only 8. And if you switch pairs, like if I go over to the pound dollar, you can see the lower is 10 pips, but the upper is almost 20. So, and when you use this every day, this is dynamic. So if you had some anomaly day, on the 101st day or 251st day, when you move up one, that'll drop off. And this is much more precise. And instead of you having to figure it out using the frequency distributions. And then Walmart put me to work on the frequency distribution hour day, the range occurs. He wanted the max, he wanted the min, and he wanted the average. And so you can see here, I might have to work on the code because for some strange reason the 00 hour is telling me that there wasn't any trading going on. So I've got to look at that. But Walmart, tell the traders out there what your thinking was behind this.
So the idea behind that is that when we're looking at days like today, or actually in the last couple of weeks, where things have changed a little bit. Yes, it's great to have the statistics over a long period of time, but also I want to know what my maximum is, so that I know that, okay, for instance, if you look at the current hour on my chart, like the max for this particular hour is about 108 pips it's moved. If I'm coming in right now and let's say I'm going to expand the zone and I want to go and jump into a trade, I'm sitting at there at 95. That's probably not a smart move because the max it's ever moved is 108. But at the same time, if I'm sitting there and I've already moved 20 or 30 pips, but my average is 53, I got some room to go and move and jump in there. Now, I may only be able to take 1, 2, 5, maybe 10 pips, but I know there's room to get into that trade and take that trade. It just, what it does is it's just giving you a little bit of comfort, further comfort, knowing that statistically over time, this is what has happened in the past, so we have a better idea. And that's also why I wanted to go, and the previous change that I'd asked TheRumpledOne to go and do was go and put a day filter. Because one of the things that you find on these instruments is that these charts or these averages, they change dramatically from day to day. And so, like today is Thursday. Thursday is a day that, in particular, the EU and the GU move a whole lot more on a Thursday than they do, say, on a Wednesday. So we're able to get a much better understanding of what the potential is. Not what you're going to get, but what the potential is.
Yeah. And there's obviously, I've got something wrong here in this version of the indicator, so I'm going to have to work on it. So, but this one I should have ready. Obviously I've got something wrong in a loop or something. But we also noticed what happened this hour. Price, we had a buy trigger at 60. It ran all the way up. That's 108.60. Ran all the way up to 109.00. Just missed it by a point, I think. But then it's come all the way back down. So once again, you take it when you can.
That's exactly right. And I said this the other day on the video the other day, and what you got to do is you take what the market gives you, not what you want, and that's got to be your motto. Take what the market gives you, not what you want. Because if I had this ingrained thought in my brain, well, this is going to go to that 00, and I'm not going to get out until it hits that 00. Well, right now we'd be running, at this point, something like 40 pips below. I'd be probably out. But if I had my stop was way below, I'd be 40 pips down right now, as opposed to coming out with a profit. And so, take what the market gives you, not what you want.
Exactly. And you can see here it exited the wick zone, and it almost hit that pivot point. So we've got a missed pivot today here, and we're close to that weekly S1. And the rats, this is the old rat zone, so you can see here that 20 pip difference versus having the dynamic or smart rat zone. And then we can see here buy zone trades, pretty much nothing but shorts. Range, most pairs over 100 again, lots of room. Boy, I was thinking I should have jumped in that euro at 66, but I'm making a video, so didn't get to trade it. You can see yesterday we exited that inside bar. Still inside bar trades to happen. We exited the opening range here at 109.02. Lots of pips to be had. Oh, wow, look at the price go. Okay, Walter, I know you're trading, aren't you?
I am. I got in at 65, so.
65 long?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
I'm out now at 6.
Okay, but
6, so.
You have to tell the traders out there that you've been breaking your rules, Walter.
I have, and that was right there. That was a rule break. Because the reality is, I only like to trade in the beginning of the hour, and the reason why I like to do that is because I know that almost every time I can go and pick up 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 pips at the beginning of the hour, every time. But because of how much the market's been moving, I've been jumping in later in the hour, and I, in particular, don't like jumping in the last 15 minutes, and just because like what just happened, where I call it flashing. It just goes in we'll just flash up 5 pips and then flash back down 5 pips. And so for that reason, I don't like to do that at the end of the hour. But I see too many pips being left on the table, not taken advantage of. And yesterday, I'm going to full confession here, it got me into some serious trouble because I was doing that, and it took me all morning to go and recover from that. And so now I'm actually up 21 pips for the month. But yesterday, when I walked away, I was down 21 pips for the month. So sometimes you can get yourself into trouble by doing that. So pick your plan, know your plan, trade your plan. Don't do what I do sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, I think I've turned Wall Mall into a trading monster here. He bad influence, but he says he's actually making more money though, right?
I am making more money, but I probably have a little bit more of agita in the stomach, as they say.
And look at this. We're coming right back down into that zone here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming right back down there.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's enough for today, fellow traders. I want to get into some of this price action. So just remember, it's not what you trade. It's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. And if you haven't subscribed, come down here, click subscribe, click like. And this is the Rumpled One signing out.